Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chris's collection. Today, we're going to cover the last R, Resident Evil 4, for the GameCube. So, Resident Evil 4, oh man. Um, so I'm really trying to think. All right, let's go from the beginning. So, normal or professional? No, easy.
Resident Evil
Thor.
4.
Here's my thing about Resident Evil 4. So I was following this um, fairly closely. I was really big on Resident Evil. I remember when RE4 was what became Devil May Cry. I remember the fog version of RE4, and all these other things, and I remember thinking like, oh, that looks so cool. Like it just looked so fucking cool. Like Leon looked cool in that jacket, and like the fixed camera angle of him walking around just looked so badass. And I was like, God, this is gonna be the shit. This is gonna be a great Resident Evil game. I can't wait for this to come out. And then, this game took a little bit longer. RE the remake and RE Zero both came out in 2002, really early in GameCube's lifespan. And then RE4 came out in 2005. So, kind of near closer to the end of GameCube's lifespan. So in that time, I kind of got out of games a bit, especially around 2005. I was more interested in dating, and I was in high school still, and I was in a rock band. I know I've said this countless times in other videos before. So I wasn't really, super into gaming or anything like that. But I would always check in with my boys. I'd always check in with Resident Evil, Final Fantasy, Metal Gear, and so
I was to assume
yeah, Resident Evil 4 had came out, and I didn't know what to expect because I didn't see. I just remember seeing the Fogman trailer, and I didn't really keep up with games after that, so I didn't know what the fuck had happened since then. And so I went to buy this game, and I came back home, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Because I didn't think it was going to be over the shoulder. I didn't think it was going to be lack of zombies. I was so out of the loop. I knew nothing about this game or anything. I was completely fucking clueless. And I remember playing it, but I just didn't really like it. It was really weird. I didn't dig it. And I remember getting to the part where you meet Ada, and then saving, and then just not playing it. And man, I remember I was even playing the game, and I was talking to a girl on the phone that I wanted to date, and that sadly nothing. Well, not sadly, because I love my wife, and that was just like everything leading up to meeting her. But I ended up nothing came of that, and but yeah, man. And so I just stopped playing this. I didn't give a shit, and I was focusing more on dating and going to rock shows and stuff because we were in this like band and all this stuff. And after I started dating in 2005, my to be wife, but then girlfriend, I was more comfortable. I'm like, oh man, I got the games, let's play them. I just became more like, whatever, man, I'm gonna get back into gaming, and that just struck. It was like it was like life was like, all right, man, you could get back into gaming. You found your penguin or whatever, and we ended up getting married. So go figure. We're high school sweethearts, and so yeah, I went back to playing this game, and I remember like just fucking trudging through it, man. I know this is probably blasphemous to most people because I only know two other people IRL that hate this game like I do. Everyone else just looks at me like I have like I just said, my head is actually my cock, and my balls are my brain. It just like they look at me like I make no fucking sense, and that's just how it was. I just did not. I didn't like it, man. I don't know. I just could not get into it for the life of me. And so then, like years later, the HD remaster came out on PS. No, yeah, on PS3, Xbox 360, and I remember thinking like, "Oh man, let me get it. Let me see if maybe like that one time that was just like a fluke, you know." And I actually do like this. And it's just I wasn't really into games, you know, because like by then I had gotten into so many games, and and no, I still didn't like it. It just I don't like this game. I'm gonna do an RBD on this game one day. Just saying, not trying to convince anyone. I don't make videos like that. I don't think anyone should try to convince someone else. I think they should just like say facts or things that they believe in, and then like let people come up with their own ideas. Like I really actually hate people that sit there and try to convince you unsolicited. If someone is cocky enough to be like, what is that new thing everyone's doing? Like, change my mind. You know what I mean? I hate that. It's so fucking stupid. Like, they're so like, I'm right and you're wrong. Fucking change my mind. I'm like, no thank you. I don't give a shit. you know? But yeah, so that is my Resident Evil story. The only other thing I could say that I think is pretty interesting is when I went to go pick it up at GameStop, I went to go get it, and they had like this promo DVD. I'm not quite sure what it was for. I think it was like something that they would play at the store, and it was like a DVD, and they were gonna straight up throw it away. And the person working there was so cool. She was like, "Do you want this?" And I go, "Sure." And I thought it was the coolest fucking thing, man. I took it home, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, I have this." And I watched it, and I'm like, and then like I didn't really care about this Resident Evil, so I'm just like, "Oh, I have it, whatever." But I think my thing with it is I find the game too difficult. I just don't like. I wish it was more Gears of War-ish. Like Leon wasn't so centered. Like I wish he was more like, on the side or something. And I really don't like the controls. I don't like everything seems so. I feel like I have like a rubber glove on while I'm playing it. That being said, let me just say, people who are good at it, I love watching them play. Like, oh man, it's awesome. It's like watching someone like perform magic to me. So like in that regard, I guess you could say I just hate playing this game. That's probably the best way to put it. Can I shoot him through there? But yeah, I usually not skip this in marathons, but I usually die pretty quick. All right, guys. Well, that's it. I gotta save material for that RBD episode in the future. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're done with the R's, man, and now we're moving on to the S's, and we'll start covering those next week, last week of February. So let's do that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. That was so awkward.